After finalizing the health check assessment, you can use the inbuilt report writer to create draft and final reports, summarizing the key observations and findings identified during the review process, as well as notable actions, issues, and risks that are to be reported to the board of directors and executive management. The report writer is broken down into a number of sections. The first section is a summary of who the report is being prepared for, who has been involved in the preparation of the assessment, including audit team members and internal staff, as well as those individuals that are included on the distribution list. The second section covers the scope of the assessment, the approach that was taken to conduct the assessment, for example, interviews, workshops, process walkthroughs, document reviews, and any limitations encountered when performing the review, as well as any key assumptions that may have been made. The next section is an executive summary outlining the key observations that have been made and how well the compliance program aligns with the objectives of the independent review, which are typically aligned around 4 objectives. Firstly, whether the compliance program is effective at managing the identified risks. Secondly, whether the compliance program complies with the rules and obligations. Thirdly, whether the compliance program and mitigating controls to reduce identified risks has been implemented effectively. And finally, whether the organization has complied with the stated policies and procedures outlined in its own compliance program. The fourth section of the report is for documenting key findings, which is typically segmented into key topics or themes, which are then individually assessed, including an overall compliance assessment and control test assessment, as well as making general comments or comments that relate to potential regulatory risk exposures or gaps in policies and/or procedures. The final section of the report includes the key actions, issues, and risks that the report writer would like to include in the final report, which can be selected with a summary comment outlining the general themes. Once the report has been written, you simply click the Finalize Health Check button to render the report to static PDF and dynamically drillable reports. Reports can be viewed, edited, and published easily, and once completed are available in the audit history as static and dynamically drillable versions of the report, providing actionable business intelligence to be assessed as part of ongoing efforts to resolve compliance deficiencies that were identified. Once the report has been generated, the Report Display Configuration feature allows you to create bespoke reports on the fly, rendering only the sections of interest, simply by selecting your preferences for what section should be displayed. From within the report, you'll be able to toggle between parent and child level data to be able to closer examine any areas of interest and essentially create bespoke views of the reporting data real-time and on the fly.